For the past 3 weeks, this American company, run by former US soldiers and officials, has been airdropping hundreds of tons of maize flour, beans, and salt into South Sudan, one of the world's most desperate pockets of hunger. South Sudan's government says it is funding the campaign, which comes in the wake of US President Donald Trump's dismantling of USAID and wider aid budget cuts. Fogbo says it now has 5 project requests in conflict zones in both Africa and the Middle East. But many aid sector veterans see the rising demand for its services as part of a shift towards a more politicised aid model and argue such firms sacrifice humanitarian principles like neutrality and credibility. Here's Fogbo's president, Mick Mulroy.
We have a lot of experience in conflict zones, the team does, and we try to use those experience to add to the humanitarian efforts that are already going around the world.
A US and Israeli-backed outfit that's distributing food in Gaza has shone the spotlight on the shift to private aid services. The Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, or the GHF, has bypassed the UN, which accuses it of running militarised distribution zones. Scores of Palestinians have died in shootings near the sites. Fogbo first distributed food last year in Gaza, but says it has no connection to the GHF. Its operation in South Sudan is raising similar questions because it is working directly on behalf of a party in an active conflict. The aid comes in sacks emblazoned with a national flag, and some people have refused the food because they don't trust the government, whose forces are bombing parts of Upper Nile. That's according to 2 residents, opposition politicians, and a UN source. The opposition, the SPLM-IO, has accused the military in those areas of coercing displaced civilians to return home to collect the food. Chol Ajongo, the Minister of Presidential Affairs, denied the coercion, but said the drops into Nasir County were intended to encourage people to return and show it could provide for them.
So there are places in Upper Nile, Upper Nile area, the jungle area, that the government doesn't have access to. They're making their collections, generating tax, government commissioners are just away. So there is a need for us, in order for you to claim the legitimacy and the representation of the people of South Sudan, you must have presence in all those places.
Although the UN's World Food Programme has plans to distribute over 176,000 US tons of food in South Sudan this year, it said no aid was getting in. South Sudan's government said it had asked Fogbo, rather than WFP, to expedite the rollout and show it was taking responsibility for its citizens.